Let's see, does my hair look all right? All right, we're good. What have we got here? Well, I know what this is. It's a radiant tube heater we're going to put up in the ceiling. To replace that noisy thing up there. That's a 30-foot piece of radiant heat, 125,000 BTU, but it's dual stage. It can drop down to 80,000 BTU. So when all we want to do is stay mildly warm right here in this work area and not try to heat up this whole area, we can do that. I've got to get this thing kind of stretched out, get an idea of where we're going to hang it, how we're going to hang it. You guys are going to see a little bit of a speed up montage. All right, we got to put our new transition piece on for where it's going to go up to the ceiling. But apparently when I put this on, I was in a bad mood, angry, I don't know. But either way, I had to pull out Daddy Vice in order to get this stuff off because I couldn't get off my hand. Where are my tools? Where are my tools at? What did I do with them? Come on! All right. Apparently you shouldn't put maximum effort onto a brass fitting when you install it. One thing before I switch back to our montage. It's still raining. We had one day of sun. One day of sun in 13 days. Ow! I figured I would elevate you guys and, you know, just like in the last video, I had a raise where I raised my seat up. I'd give you guys a raise because ain't none of us getting raises this year. Or if you did, tell me the tricks, how you did it. Helps when you grip it in the right direction. All right. Now I know I was able to get all this kind of lined up, I can go ahead and tighten these clamps down so the pipe won't move this way anymore. Just tighten these up. I feel like the neighbor Wilson from Home Improvement. I don't think so, Tim. So basically all we're doing right now is all of this old, I shouldn't say old pipe, we just put it up there a couple months ago, but all of this pipe that we'd already installed here, because we're not going to be utilizing this heater up here anymore, all this pipe's going to come out, and we got to use 3 more pieces of it to finish our run from there to the end of the new piece of radiant heat, so that way we're not starving it and it's not running inefficiently. So yeah, you know, I like doing jobs twice. I feel like this is the swivel joint all over again. One down. Saying warning, things could fall on you. All right, all the pipe is up. As you can see there, I've got the burner boxes already in place. I can't hook the flex pipe up just yet because I need to go to the store and get the parts to make the T-drip, which is just a little short stub that hangs down. The burner box is up there. We're getting ready to start putting the tubes up. I think once we get this first tube up, everything should go pretty smooth. That's where these two. All right, it's a brand new day here on Delmarva, and guess what? It's complete. Got our piece of radiant heat is all up, working beautifully. We did a little bit of testing to see just how effective this radiant heat was going to be. So what we did was I set up a thermometer over here, and I've got another one. This is just a old mechanical one. And then I've got the thermostat I don't have hooked up yet. But right now, I have it set up to see if you can see it. It says it's about 55, that one. This one says it's about 60. Eugene had his school bus in here a little while ago before we got the heat up, and he changed the oil on it. Well, when we fired this up, because when it gets shipped, all the metal has a very thin coating of oil on it. They do that to keep it from rusting, essentially, when it's sitting in storage. And when you first turn it on, this thing smokes like a chimney. You know, it's burning off all that residue, and we had to open the doors up. So we had the doors completely open in here and blowing 32 degrees outside. So we had the doors completely open in here, blowing cold air, 20-mile-an-hour wind, blowing it through here for about 15 minutes. So we know the temperature in here was 32 degrees. We've had it on for 2 hours, and it's already between 60 and 55, depending on which thermometer you look at. Now, we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna take this, and we're gonna set it over here underneath the heat to show you the difference and how this kind of works. So let's set this up here in this nice warm chair that I plan on taking a nap in a little bit. So we're gonna set those side by side. They are more or less under the heat. Let me move this out a little bit further. Okay. And what I did, I ordered a kit that puts this piece of radiant heat at an angle. If you can see it, notice it's cocked at an angle like this. It's not perfectly horizontal with the ground. And the reason I put it at an angle is because if I had it horizontal, it would be putting a lot of heat into the mezzanine over here. And we really don't need a lot of heat up on top of the mezzanine. We just need a little bit to get underneath where we'd be standing. I wanted the bulk of the heat to come out here towards the center of the shop. So we put it at 15 degrees. There's hooks up there. I could set it at 15 degrees, 30 or 45. I didn't want to get too crazy with it and have it be cold where we're working. So I did 15 degrees, and it does make a difference. I can feel good heat all the way up against the bench, but it doesn't burn your back or anything while you're standing directly underneath of it for all that time. And it throws good heat all the way out to really about 3/4 of the way across the shop. It's right about here I stopped feeling it. So you look, I mean, that's a pretty good ways that it throws it. So I can feel it all the way back to here. But the way this works and the way radiant heat works, it does not heat the air. It heats objects underneath of it, just like the sun does. So it takes a little bit longer for the whole barn to come up to temperature because all it's doing is heating the object. The object is re-radiating, that's hard to say. It's re-radiating the heat back out of the object, which then in turn heats the air. So unlike that blower style, which we're gonna be moving that's gonna go in the back. But unlike that blower style, that heats the air, which is fine, except for if you have to open this door. It's noisy for one. Notice I can talk to you now. I don't have to scream. You don't hardly hear it. And I hear a little rattle every now and then, which I think I'll just go up there and readjust some clamps. One of the clamps is rattling, but it's so minute, I'm not too worried about it. But as soon as we opened the garage door, all the air that thing heated was gone. This, as soon as you close the garage door, all the heat that's been going into the objects re-radiates, and the recovery time to get it back up to temperature in here is a lot faster. So I still have a little bit of work left to do. I still got to run the thermostat wire over to the wall wherever I decide to put the thermostat. And then you see I just have it plugged in with an extension cord. I need to basically tap off of that receptacle there, run a power cord up and over and plug it in back here. So that's no big deal, easy project. But this job's just about done. And I'll tell you, I'm very impressed with it. I've been very happy, with the instructions. They were all self-explanatory. I've never put one of these up before, but it was easy. It really was. I am going to be getting another one for here. That way we've got good heat on this side. I'm probably not going to do as big of a unit on this side, just enough to heat this area. Might do a 20-footer instead of a 30, but it'll heat this side, especially if we have a piece of equipment sitting here. A lot of that heat's not going to reach as far over. It's going to be heating up the side of the equipment. Come with me. Almost lost my life. Scared to death. All right. Coming up to new elevations. This is the burner box. As you can see down the tube. And I'm not sure if you can see the heat actually rising off of the top of the shield or not. I'm not very close, but I've already felt all along in here. I've already felt to make sure that the ceiling wasn't getting too hot right above it. and it's not, it's barely warm. Another good thing, huge on this because you see the American flag. Reverberate is a product that's made in Detroit, right here in the United States. That's a win. I like that. Let's see if I can get down without dying. Oh look, a tool in the way. That would have been fun to trip on. Okay, let's see where we are with our thermostats. So we're up to 70 degrees already on this one. So that one's at 70. This one is not very accurate, but it's showing about 66, 67. That's the difference between, you know, letting the air temperature get warm up versus being right underneath this thing. And I know that's going to keep climbing. I mean, I'm standing here under it and I feel like I'm getting a suntan on a beach in the middle of summer. I mean, it is warm. It feels great. And like I said, it's got good spill. So I'm happy with it. One thing to note, that when you're working around one of these radiant heaters, make sure you have a hat on. I used to have a full head of hair. I walked under it, poof, gone. I mean, it's powerful stuff. It really is. All right, brand new day. All right, we got everything just about run. There's our electric wire and the thermostat wire coming in through our conduit. I'm just gonna staple it right down this beam and put our thermostat down there, wire into the existing receptacle so we can plug the heater in here, and that's it. We are done. Okay, nothing is temporarily hooked up anymore. We've got the thermostat all done, electric wired in. Everything is done. Inspected properly. Everything looks good. Electric, propane, all that was done. If you do decide you want one of these heaters, I put the link in the description along with the phone number for the salesman I dealt with. I'm not getting any money for doing this. The salesman I dealt with, his name is Mark Wells. Phone number in the description. Guys, follow the instructions. Very easy to do. If you don't know what you're doing, get somebody else who knows what they're doing to do it. Because you can blow yourself up, take out the neighbor's house. There'll be dogs and cats running around on fire everywhere. It's just not a good thing. And besides, are you really going to take instruction from the Shorebilly farmer? I mean, have you seen the logo? Don't be like, well, I watched Shorebilly farmer. He seems smart. No, look at our logo. Okay, that is my inner spirit animal. Not the smartest guy in the world. Don't follow my instruction for something that can blow you up. Get a licensed professional to do it. Thank you guys for watching and sticking with me from the beginning. If you haven't been with us from the beginning, I'm glad you're with us now. And as always, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. But thank you all for watching, and goodbye from Delmarva. Shorebilly Farmer, out. Go on, get. I got work to do. Go on, get out here. Go on. Well, one thing's for certain. No matter what I'm doing out here, it's never a dull moment. I don't know what kind of race we got going on, but it's about to go down, let me tell you.